Hello everyone and welcome to this new League of Legends video. Today's video will be a guide on Gangplank in the mid lane, so let's get right into it. So first, let's start off with the champion select with the summoner spells. You want to take flash, and then most of the time you will want to take teleport, because all you want to do is stay in the lane as much as possible and farm as fast as possible. You can also choose between exhaust and ignite, but ignite is quite useless because you don't really have a big kill potential in the lane, and ignite will be quite useless. Then exhaust is good against assassin, which can help you survive or even get a kill, especially if you have a jungler which will camp your lane, which can help you out a lot. But as I said, I recommend teleport because it's the least risky summoner spell to take, and it just helps you out a lot. So for the runes and masteries, the runes and mastery will be in the description and on your screen right now. Now once we're done with the champion select, we're going over to the lane. Now for the starting items, you want to choose between corrupting potion or Doran's ring or Doran's blade with 2 potions. Now corrupting potion is the one I recommend. It's the best starting item which you can get, I believe, because it gives you more damage when you use it and when you harass your opponent. It gives you a lot of sustain which you need, and you also don't have to use gold again when you go back to the shop for potions, which is quite useful. Now Doran's ring, you might be wondering why would you take Doran's ring on Gangplank. He isn't really an AP champion. Now you aren't taking it for the AP, well, kind of. You are taking mostly for the, of course, health, for the mana regen, and that means that you can use your W more, because all you need is sustain in the lane, so you can farm as much as possible. And also your W scales off of AP, so the AP which you get from Doran's ring will give you more health back, which is quite nice. And Doran's blade, I don't really recommend this because as I said, you don't really have a kill potential in the lane, and you aren't really having that lifesteal that useful. So yeah, of course, try it out, see which one is the best for you, but I usually take corrupting potion. And of course with Doran's ring and Doran's blade, you always want to take 2 potions after that. Now going over to his build, first you want to get Trinity Force as soon as possible and Lucidity Boots. Then go for the Infinity Edge, Static Shield, Phantom Dancer, and Essence Reaver. And going over to his ult upgrades, of course, you can upgrade his ult 3 times in the whole game. I usually take first the damaging one, which makes more damage. Then second, I take the upgrade for the ult to last longer, and then the last to give my allies move speed, because that's kind of useless, except in team fights, or if you have someone to save with your ultimate, because they will run faster and it will slow the enemy. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the items. Going over to his spells, his Q is a targeted damaging ability, his W is a healing ability, you can also only heal yourself. His E are barrels which you place down and you can blow them up with your basic attack for Q. You will mostly always want to destroy them with your Q because they will do more damage, and that's what you want. And of course his ultimate is a global damaging AoE ability. You want to max your Q first, followed by your E, then your W last, and your ult as much every time as you can. Going over to the some laning tips, you always want to harass with your Q and E. Don't forget to use your barrels to harass, because that's very useful, because you clear the wave while also harassing your opponent. You can do some really cool tricks with barrels. You can put one on the floor and then on the ground and then blow it up, and as your Q is flying towards it, you can place down another one to blow up after that to catch your opponents off guard. That's kind of tricky to do, and of course practice it. The easier way to do that is with 2 barrels. You blow the first one up, then it changes to the next one, and then you place a 3rd one at the end. That's the easiest way to catch your opponents off guard. But of course, make sure to farm with your barrels, because it gives you more silver serpents, and make sure to always blow them up with your Q to last hit minions with your barrels, because then it will give you silver serpents. Then as soon as you get ult, look where you can ult your to help out your team, because that's very useful for you and your team, because it can help your team, and also it can give you kills and assists, which means more gold. Don't really go for any kills until you have Triforce, except of course you have a big advantage. And focus on farming. Don't focus just on farming. If you're getting kind of beaten up in the lane, that doesn't really matter, because in the late game you will be insane and deal insane amounts of damage. So just focus on farming, and of course farm as much as you can with your barrels, which you blow up with your Q. That's pretty much it for the laning tips. Going over to the team fighting tips, you always want to stay in the backline and poke with your barrels, because they will do insane amounts of damage, and that's what you want to do. Now you can engage with your ultimate, and when a fight breaks out, place it in the middle of the fight to get as much damage as possible. And of course you can clean up the fight with your basic attacks, which will do insane amounts of damage in the late game, and poke with your Q, which can easily take more than half HP from an AD carry. And that is pretty much it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to comment down below, because I really want to hear your guys' feedback, and find out if this video was informational enough and entertaining enough for you guys. I'm really interested in that, so make sure to comment down below. Leave a like or dislike, subscribe if you want to see more. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.